So, I have a question in regards to the suffering of Tzaddikim, because in the Gemara it speaks about the suffering that Rabbi, Yehudah, Hanasi, Rabbi Kadosh was getting because something. I mean, this is what mentioned by Rav Mishrahi, because something he did with a calf.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of harsh with a calf, and he got this punishment that he would suffer like 13 years. Okay, so in the Gemara it says that because of his suffering, the world would get benefit from it, because they would not. It was not necessary to have rain, because the ground would have its own moisture and so on. But I was wondering, is the suffering from Tzaddikim that they get out of a mistake that they make? Is the suffering does this suffering bring some sort of benefit to the world, even if it was acquired because of a mistake that the Tzaddik made?
Is it so? The question is, I'm trying to understand the question. So the question, if Tzaddik made the mistake and he's going to suffer as a cause of this mistake, is world is going to benefit? That's the question.
Yes, is the world going to benefit from it?
Okay, so that's a very good question. So I mean, as we understand this punishment, so just quickly the summary of the story for people who do not know, just quickly. So the calf was led by a butcher, I guess, to be slaughtered, or by the owner, and the calf understood what is going on, and he ran and hid behind what is it, like a cloak or something, like raincoat, like a coat, and like a baby coat of Rabbi Yehudah, Hanasi, right? And he looked at the calf and said, "Come on, where are you going? Anyway, like that's the reason you were created for, right? To be slaughtered and to be a kosher meat. Go, don't worry, just go." And because of that, he was suffer. He suffered like 13 years. I don't remember exactly. Our friend said 13. Let's take 13. But the issue is like, what was the issue? Because he was harsh. Yes, the calf was created for this, to be in a kosher steak, and it's actually a big privilege. So if a Jew is going to eat this steak, and if there is a soul of a person that is trapped in this calf, so it's going to be a big aliyah, big uplifting for the soul, which is amazing. So in some sense, we're doing this calf what is the favor. Other calves are going to be eaten by this pagan heathens, right? So it's a waste of life of the cow. So in some sense, whatever Rabbi Yehudah said, of course it was true, but he had to have some mercy, as our sages explained, because cow ran for him to hide. So even if he said protect this cow for 1 day, 2 days, whatever, and then send them to slaughter, it would be more appropriate. So from this we learn. So if somebody asks you for a favor, even though the person is not deserving favor, so don't be very harsh. Don't judge everything don't be so precise, so exact in your judgment. You understand? And he suffered very, very much these 13 years. And he could not go to the bathroom, and he was suffer very, very much. So, and the whole world benefited, right? So, meaning, what does it mean the whole world benefited? It means that on Rosh Hashanah, there is a decree how much the sustenance people are going to receive, who is going to get married, not get married, this, that, all the things, and plus it's broken down on individual level, and plus broken down on individual level is also how much suffering this person is going to have in this year, in the upcoming year. So what does it mean? So he's supposed to get 10 pounds of suffering, whatever it means, right? So person can sleep less, for example. Just we were talking about sleep today. Person can sleep less and suffer. I mean, from this and learn Torah. So meaning that he can get this 9 pounds of suffering out of 10 from self-inflicted suffering, right? Or he was doing some mitzvahs, right? Or she, like a woman, I'm not sure how they do it. Don't ask me, but it's. I mean, for me, these women who cook, like who work full time and cook the whole night on Thursday, it's not to say it's not normal, it's not the right thing, but to say that it's an open miracle. For me, it's open miracle, open blessing. How can they withstand such a pressure? Understand? And then serve everybody on Friday and still be a mother and a wife and everybody else. It's unbelievable, right? So Hashem, and this is also suffering. So she's trying to keep up this Jewish family. It's suffering. She has to get up to children, right, at night. It's suffering. So all of this are considered to be sufferings. So when so much suffering was concentrated on one person, so Hashem said, okay, all other people, so it's like collective suffering and individual suffering. Same is collecting parnasa for Jewish people, an individual, right, on an individual level, right, and so the suffering were taken in some sense from the world because Rabbi Yehudah took them. You understand? So, but of course, it was not like it was unproportionate, of course, compared to the sin, if you can call it sin, what he did. But he received complete cleansing. You understand? And he's in a very, very good place. He didn't go to Genom, I'm sure. He went directly straight to heaven. And the bigger reward that his Alam Haba is actually improving every time. Right? How? So when we still learn his Torah, when we still learn to today, on Monday is my Mishnah day. Well, one of them, my Mishnah day, he was the more redactor and compiler of the Mishnah. So it's everything in his credit. And today we will learn his story again. So we learn many lessons again to his credit. And plus, we have to remember that Hashem sends suffering only to a person who is able to withstand the suffering. So it doesn't matter how much we suffer in this life. You remember that Hashem sent it because you or I personally can withstand. And another person cannot withstand my suffering, and me personally, I cannot withstand his or her suffering. That's what's too much. But whatever we have, it's custom made for us. And custom made for us. Amount is not up to us, but how we going to deal with them, it's up to us, right? Whether Hashem send them as some disease or some other financial issues, or a person said, I'm going to learn Torah, I'm going to do mitzvahs, and I'm going to suffer. So I'm not going to treat it as suffering, but it's going to be suffering in some sense. So that's up to us. You understand? But nobody can avoid suffering. You can redirect suffering, but avoid absolutely not. Okay.
Thank you very much, Rabbi. That was amazing. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. What else?